Thanks for asking. Now, let me tell you a few places you can go. You can go to umc.org, or you could go to the Wikipedia entry on the internet. Both of those are very decent resources. umc.org will most likely be more accurate, but the wiki entry is pretty decent as well. But I'm going to see how quickly I can give you a brief rundown of Methodism and how it led to the United Methodist Church. Let's see how well I can do it. First, Methodism starts with John Wesley. He was an Anglican priest. He came to America, was fairly legalistic. On his way back to him from America, he met with a group of Moravians, and later on had an experience where his heart was strangely warmed. He started basically training lay preachers. And because they were very methodical in the way they went about things, the way they went about prayer, they went about their meetings, it began as a slur to call them Methodists. That was the beginnings of Methodism. Of course, it starts growing in England. It also comes to America and spreads throughout the frontier. Methodism started out as a revivalistic movement. As Methodism grew, it got to be a little bit more proper, a bit more accepted, a bit more popular, if you will. Then we split, like many denominations did, over the issue of slavery in the United States. And you had the Methodist Episcopal Church North and the Methodist Episcopal Church South. Those designations can tell you about which side each group was on concerning slavery. It wasn't until 1939 that the Methodist Episcopal Church North and the Methodist Episcopal Church South joined back together and became what is known as the Methodist Church. Then something else happened, and that's where we're jumping to the 1960s. In 1968, the Methodist Church joined with the Evangelical United Brethren. That's where you get the name United Methodist in the name. It is because of the merger of the Methodist Church with Evangelical United Brethren. Now, the Evangelical United Brethren had a lot of different roots, but we had a shared history with them and some shared theological roots, and so we joined together in 1968. Of course, this is a very brief overview of Methodism and its history. We have a strange and varied history. Methodism, in many ways, played a part in the holiness movements and in the rise of evangelicalism, as well as the rise of Pentecostalism. But I don't have time for all that. Thanks.